Hello everyone, Happy New Year, and foremost thank you for making this channel possible by viewing my content. This is the ThinkPad X1 Carbon Gen 9 Intel 11th Gen 1185G7 with cellular 4G and 5G LTE mobile broadband option. I ordered this unit approximately a month ago, and this is one of those custom built configure units. These are not the models that Lenovo has as ready to ship. So this is the content in the box, and here's the unit itself. It comes in a black box with a sealed plastic wrap, as you can see, and there's some red in the back and the bottom. So it's very neat. It looks very expensive. Let's see what else comes in the box. These are like protective foam inserts. This pretty much keeps the unit in place, and it also keeps it from getting damaged during the shipping. This other box within a box reveals the 65-watt charger, and it is also provided by Lenovo, and as you can see, it's USB-C capable, and it comes split into two parts. I had been debating back and forth on making my mind if to get this unit or not. After having done an unbox review on the X14 Gen 2 AMD, a very well built unit, I noticed it had shortcomings such as not poor but not so good or could have been better audio quality and SSD data speeds. Where that unit supported Generation 3, the X1 Carbon Gen 9 provides full Generation 4 PCIe NVMe data speeds of up to 5000 megabits per second read and 4400 megabits per second on write speeds. The most important feature in my view is the ability of this unit to have built-in 4G and 5G technology. This X1 Carbon Gen 9 comes equipped with a SIM tray that supports mobile broadband cellular internet access data. That modem is embedded in the unit, and it is a Qualcomm Snapdragon X55 5G LTE modem with RF system. Think how many times you have been out there in places where there is no Wi-Fi or the Wi-Fi reception is poor, and that is where the built-in LTE modem comes into its role. I know about tethering, guys, your phone and all that stuff, but it is not the same thing as having an actual built-in 5G radio in the unit. This 5G modem also supports the eSIM services offered by a variety of service providers out there, including Lenovo. iPhones also have eSIM services. It is such a satisfying feeling unwrapping this unit, guys. It feels so great to be able to do this. Okay, as far as port selection, guys, the first thing here is the audio mic jack, and that's for audio and recording. This is the SIM tray for LTE 5G services. This is a USB 3.2 Generation 1 port, Kensington lock, and that's about it. I'm gonna turn it around. There is nothing in the back. Now on the other side, these are two Thunderbolt 4 USB-C. They both provide charging, both of them. Another USB 3.2 Gen 1. This is HDMI 2.0, and that's about it. These are Thunderbolt 4, as I told you. In the back, two exhaust fans or intake fans. I believe those are intake fans. I'm gonna open the unit up now, revealing the display. So it's a beautiful keyboard, and it feels nice to the touch. Here's the screen. The display is a matte display, 500 nits, and it also has that privacy guard feature. This is the Fingerprint Reader. The privacy guard feature is so that to keep your privacy when viewing from an angle. It's not going to allow other people to view your content. And this is how the unit looks. It's a 16:10 display aspect ratio, and the legendary ThinkPad keyboards that are one of the best out there. the power button again, which serves as a fingerprint reader. The system memory is equipped with 32 gigabytes of LPDDR4 running at 4200 megahertz, and it is soldered in. So make sure that you make the right selection at the time of purchase, or you will stay with the choice that you make, because this type of unit cannot be upgraded as far as memory. So make your selection wisely. The X1 Carbon Gen 9 takes advantage of an excellent speaker system with 2 front-firing tweeters and 2 bottom-firing subwoofers with Dolby Atmos, and a 4x350 far field of mics. The unit CPU is an 11th Gen i7-1185G7 with vPro technology, with 4 cores and 8 thread and turbo boost as well. So you have a powerful unit here. The display is a full definition 1920 by 1200 anti-glare touchscreen with a new ePrivacy Guard technology and 500 nits of brightness. It's very bright. The SSD, as I said earlier, it supports PCIe Gen 4 data writes and read speeds. It also has Windows Hello, a fingerprint reader, this other stuff called human presence detection system, that if you walk away, the machine is going to lock, and if you come back within the range or view, it automatically unlocks. It's a very nice feature. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and open the internals, because either way I have to replace the SSD. There's a 128 gigabyte SSD here, and I'm going to replace it with my PCIe SSD that is 1 terabyte. And the reason why I did this is because I found no valid reasons why should I get a 1 terabyte PCIe SSD from Lenovo when they charge such an exorbitant amount of money. So instead I'll provide my own SSD, and that way I don't even have to install the operating system either, because all my stuff just transfers over. Now you might ask yourself, is this going to have an impact on performance? Yes, it might, because the PCIe SSD that I use is generation 3, and the X1 Carbon Gen 9 has support for generation 4 SSDs, so they are going to be faster. The one that comes with the unit is obviously faster data read and write speeds than the one I'm going to put, but it shouldn't be that much difference. So in a way, I'm saving money by providing my own SSD. And everything else is spec'd out on this unit. It has the RAM, it has 32 gigabytes. The maximum allowment for this unit, 32 gigabytes of DDR4. And pretty much everything else that you can think of. I'm going to be posting the specifications of the unit, and so you can have an idea how I configure the unit. This is not one of the units that are pre-configured by Lenovo itself. This is actually a unit that I configure, and I had to wait for this unit to arrive because it took so long for Lenovo to put it together. And that is what I have here. So here I'm revealing the internals. The battery, as you can see, is this huge big stick here. It says 3600 milliamps. 3600 milliamps. It should be like 57 watt hours, the equivalent. The dual fans are here. speaker, subwoofer bottom firing speakers. And I don't see where is here it is. One of these must be the LTE 5G wireless antenna modem, and the Wi-Fi is embedded, so this looks like the Wi-Fi. One of those is either or. So that's what we got there. So this is where I have the SSD that came with the unit, and I'm gonna remove it. I'm gonna be removing the SSD, and I'm gonna replace it with my own SSD. So this is my 1 terabyte SSD, and this is PCIe. This is PCIe Gen 3, and the one that comes with the unit is generation 4. So like I said before, it's gonna have faster read and write speeds, but it's not enough for me to determine, and I mean to justify me buying a hard drive from Lenovo, and they were just gonna charge me so much money, so I wasn't gonna do that. So, and this is the SSD that came with the unit. And yes, it is a Gen 4, as you can see there. So it reads, it's 128, and as you can see there, it says Gen 4. PCIe, Gen 4, NVMe. So this SSD is way faster than generation 3 that I have here, but in the future I plan to buy a generation 4 1 terabyte SSD as well. So when I do performance benchmarking, it is going to take a hit, especially on read and write speed, but I am aware of that. So with the understanding I had that this was going to happen, but it's only for a temporary time, because like I said, in the future I plan to upgrade to a generation 4 SSD. I'm gonna go ahead and put the unit back together, better said. Okay, so the moment of truth. And here I'm plugging it in, connected to the Thunderbolt 4 cable that is connected to the docking station. But let's see. I just realized since it's connected to the docking station, it's throwing everything to the external monitor, keyboard, and mouse. So see if it's turning on. Well, there it is. So there's that Lenovo logo. so I'm sure it's gonna need some charging because the battery may come discharged. So either way, I'm gonna have it charging for a couple of hours, maybe 2.5 hours, somewhere around there. And there's the logo again, until I'm able to configure it. Well, pretty much I don't need to configure it because, as you saw, I put my 1 TB Gen 3 PCIe and NVMe hard drive, so pretty much it carries over Windows. That's all it does. So here is the unit, but I had to put it to charge. Well, I don't have that much charge right now. Well, I really want to thank you for watching my content. Keep watching, keep do hit a like, subscribe, and I try to post content out there as much as possible when I can. And whenever I get these units, I try to do the best to make reviews. And for anyone out there looking into buying a unit such as this X1 Carbon Gen 9, thank you again, guys, and have a wonderful new year of 2022.